When you look at the traditional brands with the most revenue made in NFTs, you will always see Nike on top of the leaderboard. A while back, a user named KingJames23 published this overview of NFT revenues of traditional brands on the crypto analytics platform Dune. When you look at this ranking, Nike leads it by a wide margin, leading with $185 million in revenue, followed by Dolce & Gabbana with only $23.6 million made. So what did Nike different than all those brands to be on top of this leaderboard? Let's find out. After making their first advance into the metaverse by building an experience in Roblox, a virtual environment where usually very young people gather, Nike acquired RTFKT at the end of 2021. So what is RTFKT? RTFKT is a very successful NFT studio that set the foundations for its success and the interest of Nike, most likely, by establishing their collection clonex. This profile picture project, featuring 3D avatars created by Takashi Murakami, was a great success right off the gates. And even today, the prices are still pretty high. When you look at OpenSea, floor price is still hovering around the 9 ETH mark, what is well over $10,000 at the time of recording this video. But it didn't end with that. After people acquired those PFPs, there was a second NFT drop. Those monoliths were dropped to holders of clonex, and in the beginning, no one knew what would be inside those boxes. Because at this time, it were just boxes that were closed, and no one knew what would happen eventually. After being acquired by Nike, holders of those monoliths were able to exchange them for Nike Genesis Crypto Dunks. Those are Nike-themed sneakers, and they have a special skin vial technology in them, so you can buy a certain other NFT, and when you combine them, they get these looks. Because when you look at those NFTs, that's how they look in the basic form, and then you can add those skin vials, how they are called, those other NFTs, to give them those special looks. But it wasn't over yet, because those NFTs were completely for free. They were just airdrop basic to holders of clonex through this monolith box. The first collection that was really sold by Nike was this crypto hoodie. It was sold with whitelisting to clonex holders and some more to the general public. The mint of this brought in about $2 million at that time. And if you're really fair, that's the only real revenue from the 180 million that Nike really made. When you look at those statistics here, you clearly see that the clonex, followed by the monolith, and the mint vials for the clonex are by far the most popular collections that made the most second market royalties for RTFKT, and therefore now, as they were acquired, for Nike. So if you are completely honest, the 185 million in this leaderboard are not from Nike, but they are mostly from the community of clonex that RTFKT built. But as RTFKT now belongs to Nike, the revenue is attributed to them. The one thing that I would like to point out as well is that the primary sales for NFTs is just 90 million. The other half comes from second market royalties. So when you look at the clonex collection, you can see above here, we have a 5% creator fee, and we have a volume that is higher than 237,000 Ethereum. So 5% of this volume went to RTFKT and Nike. So that's a huge chunk of the total revenue that was made by this company. What can we learn from this? Basically, Nike did one thing that, in my opinion, is very, very important. They embraced an already existing community in Web3 by acquiring Artifact, and with them, the clonex community. They had a hook into a very strong Web3 community, and that's how they managed to put their foot into the door and started to push out their collections. But what they also did very well, they did not acquire any brand, but as Artifact was already focusing on lifestyle and streetwear, what is very much in line what Nike usually does, it was a great, great fit. Furthermore, it's not only the primary sales that drive a lot of revenue, but also secondary market royalties. But at the current time, if you consider entering the space as an established brand, you have to be very careful regarding those royalties, because those royalties are not enforced on the blockchain level, but they are set on those NFT trading platforms like OpenSea. The problem is not every NFT trading platform that's out there at the moment honors those creator fees that can be set by the issuer of the smart contract of the NFT collection. And a lot of marketplaces do currently try to attract new customers by just saying, hey, no creator royalties on our platform. There's a huge backlash from the crypto community on this behavior, but be aware that it's not set in stone that royalties will come in forever. So better don't build a business case that only relies on secondary market fees. And if you enjoyed this case study, I got another one right here on the screen for you. Looking forward to seeing you in that video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.